Good evening, Tony Dottino here, doing with my live with Tony. I got to try to get that flashing light. As you can tell, I am back in Windermere, Florida, and it is 92 degrees here. So I've gone from the chilly 40s and rainy temperatures in New York to the 92-degree heat and hot temperatures of Windermere, Florida. But as you can see from my backdrop, I am back in my residence here. And during my a meeting I had today with someone who attends the Brain Fitness Academy, I was with this gentleman, and he was telling me that he's at an age of where he's got early dementia, and there's nothing more he can do about it, and he just feels that in his 80s he wanted to make it to 100 plus, and he doesn't want to lose his mental faculties, and so he was really feeling badly about what he feels is the progression of losing his memory. And I have watched him for weeks in this Brain Fitness Academy class, and I keep wondering, what is he talking about? And so today he was expressing to me some of the frustrations that he's got and the fear that he has of losing his memory. And it just so happened as he was doing that, Jim Karol called me. And as you know, Jim is to me the ultimate man in terms of memory and what he is doing and how he is helping wounded warriors, post-traumatic stress military people, seniors. I mean, he is just out dedicating his life to making a difference. And so I had my friend here in Florida tell Jim what he had just finished telling me, at which point Jim gave his story about cardiomyopathy and his heart when he was in his early 50s, and how he just decided he was going to take control over his cardio, and how he started exercising on a bike and got bored and did movie posters as his anchors. And what Jim's message to my dear friend here was, you should never feel that way. Your attitude has a lot to do, but there are mental challenges that you need to consistently learn. And you can see the research that's saying there's no cure for Alzheimer's. So once you've advanced to that stage, but in the readings that are coming out of the science world, you can delay it if you focus on the things that are important to your brain health. And one of them are mental challenges. And in Jim's case, learning new things on a continuum, and then providing a service to folks that can be of need and benefit by it. In this case, military post-traumatic stress. And as Jim was telling my friend here today, look, I've been all over the world. I've been with the USO groups. I've been with famous people, working with them to share with any of the men and women that have been in the military that have suffered or have been some harm in some way, that doesn't need to mean their life is over, and that they can't take a positive view and a positive attitude towards what they can find and be grateful for, and then make a difference. And so Jim was discussing today, first of all, the messaging of what's consistent with the Memory Championship. Anyone can improve their memory, anyone can improve their mental health if they just commit themselves to having the passion and the belief and the why of putting some time into improving their memories and learning different things of how our memories work and what our memory rhythms may be, and different memory activities that you can engage in. But what was most important that Jim's message was, is you got to believe that, you know what science is telling us today is saying that, you know what, we can hold off dementia. You're not going to cure it. You're not going to cure Alzheimer's, but you want to catch the dementia before it progresses to that advanced stage, which is, nobody's got an answer for that yet at all. But at least there are things you can do in terms of mental exercises, nutritional habits, physical exercises, getting the right amount of sleep, having the right levels of how you build resilience in your body. And so with my dear friend here, who's in his mid-80s, who wants to be 100 years old, it was encouraging to hear Jim, who's going to be 69 in another few days, share with him what his beliefs are in terms of memory and his health and what he can do about it. So Jim was very upbeat, very positive about it, and he is the walking demonstration of this. At 69 years old, what I've seen him do and his abilities of of what he goes about proving to people and how he uses his memory and how that increases his focus and his creativity and his ability to communicate with people was just endless. So it then tied back to my friend here in Windermere, who is trying to help us put some things together in terms of messaging for the USA Memory Championship website and for the Brain Power Series website. When he got off the call with Jim, he said, "You've got to get this message out to everybody. People need to know this." He said, "I can't tell you how many people that I talk with or that in my social circle that have no idea what you're talking about." And this is an important message for people at any age to discuss and believe. And as Jim was sharing with him, it's like it doesn't matter what the age are. So many people feel there's nothing they can do to help improve their memory, or there's nothing that they can do to help improve their brain fitness. And yet, today's research is telling us there is so much that we can do in terms of improving our cognitive functions and our mental fitness, and how we go about building resilience and how we build in a positive belief system. So here's something that I teach with people, and it's a very simple exercise. When you're having dinner tonight with anyone, your family, your friends, I joke sometimes about the dog or the cat, start your evening conversation off with at least a couple of things that have occurred during your day that brought some energy or some enthusiasm into your life. Maybe it was a laugh or a joke or a smile. Maybe it was meeting somebody you haven't seen for a bit and they just brought a level of joy to your life today. But think about something that happened during your day today that built a positive experience. You were happy to see somebody, you heard somebody talking about something that was encouraging to you, somebody gave you a message or a word of support, and just think of what that is, and then build on that. And let me go hang up that phone. The number of phone calls I get, usually I have the phone next to me. Shame on me for not having it right next to me, and I had to get up and go do that. But in any case, so find something that was pleasant in your life as well as with the people that you're talking with. So whoever you're speaking with tonight, if you're on the phone with somebody or if you're personally meeting with them, I'm actually here tonight. I'm going to go pick up some groceries as I just got back to Windermere today. And I will make a point of asking the cashier or somebody I meet in the store that interacts with me, "Hey, what was something that was pleasant that happened during your day today?" And I don't make that robotic. I don't make that like rote, like, I got to get down this pathway, but in a natural flowing conversation. So at dinner tonight or in your social time after dinner tonight, to the people, whomever you happen to be speaking with, just say, "Hey, what was something that happened today that was something you'd like to share with me that was really pleasant or made you laugh or made you feel good," or just said, "Wow, we need to do more of this," because you could have listened to today's press conference and be totally depressed, or you could just flip the switch here and realize that with the right mental focus, with the right mental thinking and the right why, as I call it, why would you want to do this? And the energy and passion, enthusiasm that we can control within our own lives and build the resilience that we have to the day-to-day activities. It's amazing what I've seen with people in 23 years of hosting and running the USA Memory Championship, and then having somebody like Jim Karol come along and basically prove it and demonstrate it. It's amazing this infinite power that we have if we only start with first the belief. And then why would we want to have practice? Why would we want to learn something that can help us make some changes to the way we go about our lives and the way we think about things? So what's the compelling reason, or what's any reason as to why you would want to take some time to look at, so what are some things I could do to improve my cognitive fitness? What are some of the mental challenges that I could have fun with during the day and make it a pleasant learning experience at the same time? Who are some people that I might be able to at least go out and talk with and have some social activities with? And begin to take that a step at a time, and just don't make this like I got to do a marathon race. Just take it one little piece at a time, and then begin to share those stories with those that in your life that you care about and that you love. and just see what that difference does and give it a month. As I say to people, you know what, this is not one of these you do it today and forget it tomorrow. It's something that you want to learn to do and you want to continue to do it at least for the next month, and do it once or twice a week. You don't have to make this a laborious process. Make it fun. And think about something you're learning about somebody that you've talked to, or somebody you care about, or a friend that you've integrates with, and then begin to say, and now what mental challenges can I put myself through that begin to help build mental muscle inside my brain. That is my Wednesday night. My goodness, weeks go by quickly. It's coming up to Easter time soon, April the 7th tomorrow, and by golly, time is just flying by. So have a good evening, and we'll see you back here on Friday.